Hi folks, we're back. More Dark Souls, and hopefully a good amount of progress today. So, last time, just as a recap as to where we are, we came through Blighttown. We started off by killing Capra Demon. We came through Blighttown. We killed Quelaag, rang the second bell of awakening, and then we came in to speak to the Fair Lady, who is Quelaag's sister, who is blind and very feeble and thinks that we are Quelaag because we can speak to her because we have the old witch's ring, and as far as she is aware, Quelaag is the only person who can understand her or speak to her. So because she's blind, she thinks that we're Quelaag, and that's very sad because we just killed Quelaag, who is her sister, who was only trying to protect her. So we did horrible things last time, but you have to do them. You can't get here without killing Quelaag. So today, what we are going to do is get back to Firelink Shrine, and then up to Sen's Fortress, because after ringing the second bell of awakening, the giant that guarded the door to Sen's Fortress unlocked it for us, and now we're able to go up there and deal with all of the crap that waits for us, basically, in Sen's Fortress. So that's the first thing that we're going to do. We're going to make our way back up. Luckily, we don't have to go like directly through Blighttown again, because that would be a nightmare. We can go kind of partially through Blighttown, but also out via a kind of shortcut. And that will also open up some other areas, shortcuts to other kind of areas as well. Plan for today is hopefully we will get through Sen's Fortress. That should be fine. And then we'll get through into Anor Londo, and then we'll see how far into Anor Londo we get. We'll see if we get to Ornstein and Smough. If not, we'll just explore Anor Londo a bit. Maybe make a decision at some point on when we go into the Painted World, because we'll need to, you know, fill some prerequisites before we can do that. But theoretically, we can do it as soon as we get to Anor Londo. So we'll see how we get on. I'm hoping that we can, if we'll get through Sen's Fortress in plenty of time first, and then we can just, if we do that quickly, then we should be able to sort of make some decisions about what to do from there. Oh, I was a bit worried that I didn't have any purple moss clumps then. I mean, it's not like I've got a huge amount, so I don't want to waste them all. I'll get through the rest of the swamp here before I use it, otherwise it's just a waste. Oh! I did not realise he would follow me that far. Oh no, he's going to kill me. Okay, fine, we're okay. You can backstab these guys. And they're actually not that bad. Their health isn't huge. Although, apparently their animations take a long time. Oh! That is a fun little attack that they do. Oh, this guy wants to join in as well. Come on, then. They're not very mobile. In fact, the further away they are, the more trouble they'll cause you. When they're relatively close, they're pretty easy to deal with. This guy spotted me. There's some stuff around there, but we can come back. My plan, I've kind of been racing through most of the areas that we're in so far. And that's basically because I want to get to Anor Londo and get the Lord Vessel, because that means that we'll be able to fast travel from that point. Once we can fast travel... Hello! Yeah, once we can fast travel, we can go anywhere. And then, oh god. Well, you picked a good time to join, Ryan. That was the most, like, idiot move. How many times has that happened now? I've died to a boss once. In fact, I think the only time I've died to an enemy was once to Quelaag. And yeah, that's your fault. I'm blaming you. Just as you show up, that happens. I died once to Quelaag, and then, Effect it would be. But every other death that I've had up to this point, I think, has either been gravity or me just being a complete idiot. I think I got burned by the red dragon once by, like, mistiming, trying to run past it. And then every other death I've had, bar one, has been me throwing myself off things. I wonder where my souls are going to be, actually, because I don't remember how many souls I had and whether it's worth going back for them. It might not be. It might just be worth just ignoring them, because if I only had, like, say, 2,000 or something like that, then it's not really worth it. Right, I don't know how close I can get to this guy before he triggers. I'm just going to run around the edge here. Because he's not too hard to fight, but he's still irritating, so I'd rather avoid him if possible. He doesn't seem to have noticed us. He's not going to follow me all the way here. Yeah. So irritating. I don't know if this guy notices you as well. No, he's fine. Right. Where are my souls? They're not down there, so they must be high up. Ah, there they are. That's fine. Good stuff. Look at how many red bloodstains there are here. This is because everyone does the same thing. They come up here and then they throw themselves off the edge. It is a bit stupid that there's a little gap here. There you go. All you need to do is that, but it does feel a bit not very well thought out that there's just a gap. Oh god, I forgot these guys are up here as well. So yeah, there are what was I saying before? Oh yeah, there are loads of like items and things up here. Yeah, Elden Ring, collecting up the, what is it in Elden Ring? Runes. It's much nicer, isn't it? They look a lot nicer. Ah! I forgot about this. There's a toxic guy. I don't even know where he's coming from. There. It might just be better to run across. Yeah. Right, one of the reasons that we need to come across here. So we've got Crimson gear, which is nice. Oh! God, I hate those things. They're so irritating. And then there's an item that we want. I can't remember how to get up to it. But as I was saying, once we can fast travel, we will be able to What's the point of this? Why is this here? We can just come back after we can fast travel and farm as many areas as we want. Whereas at the minute, it's not really worth doing that. Not for the sake of doing it on stream anyway. It's not going to be hugely entertaining to watch. So I think I missed a ladder. That's why I'm forgetting where I'm supposed to be. What's the point of this bit? Is there another ladder? Something on the other side here. See how irritating Blighttown is? The amount of times I have actually done this, and I can't remember how to get up and out. Right, where is Blow Dart Guy? Down there somewhere, but he clearly can't see me at the minute, otherwise he would be firing at me. I think he's behind that wood panel there. I'm going to put on the blooming purple moss, because that's the one that kills toxic. Sprinting across there is a bit of a risk, but got to do it. Where on earth is that other ladder? Oh, it's right here. I ran past it. Okay, here's where these guys start becoming more of a problem, I think. Yeah, and there are quite a few of them. And that's gone through a wall. And I can't see them. Look, straight through a wall. That's bull. So I can't see them unless I can see where their darts are coming from. So I actually need to let him fire at me. Ah, for goodness sake. See, I'm going to have to be really careful with this, because as soon as... Can I fire through this wall as well? No. Oh, he can see me again. Right, wait for that to wear off. See how tedious this is? It's worth it. There's a really good item down there, but it is a pain. And I think there's like 5 of these blow dart dies down there. Blow dart dies? Blow dart guys? Right, there we go. So I got a bit toxic there, but that's fine. And it gave me some more blooming purple moss clumps. Perfect. So you can actually see that... Oh, yeah, you can literally see 3 of them from here now. So I'm just going to have to do the same thing over and over again, which is not entertaining, but... Hey, at least Chris said he's going to miss the start of the stream. At least he's not missing anything interesting. I'm going to get toxic here. Oh my god, he keeps crouching. Okay, that's it. Right. Oh, it's only purple moss clumps that they're giving me. Right, I need to be careful here in that case. Oh god, I'm not running headlong into there. That's going to cause me loads of problems. Right, there's another one, but he's really far away. I don't know if this bow has the range. Yes, it does, but that didn't hit him. Oh, it's doing barely any damage as well. And he has the range on me. Yeah. Oh, that was a mistake because he can hit me more easily than I can hit him. Frey, I think, is F-R-A-Y in that case. Uh-oh. Well, we're in trouble now. And if I'm right, yeah, we almost went straight off the edge there. So we could be in trouble now. Hello, come on. Right. Those guys are up there now, and they are going to be able to see me before I can see them. Oh, I forgot they could do that. Right, one more. Oh, I didn't want to kick it. I just kicked a dog in the face. Right, there's an... Yeah, two more of them here. Ooh, I forgot they do quite a lot of damage. Right, they're fine on their own. Where did the other one go? Oh, he's stuck on the wall, bless him. Not the smartest of dogs. There's a blow dart. There's a blow dart. Fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We only wanted to come down here for this anyway. The problem with coming down here to get that is that in order to get back up to where we were, we do have to get past all of the blow dart guys. There's no other way of getting past. I think we might be a bit lucky here. I think... No, I was going to say I think I can hit him and he can't hit me, but... I'm a bit worried. I think I can hear a dog. It might be one above us. Oh, right. That's another one taken care of. So there's one... That was the one I was shooting at earlier, I think. And I think there's one somewhere around here. And then two almost directly above. I can definitely hear a dog. There it is. Right, yeah, that's the last one. Okay, can we see any more blow dart guy? Yes, we can. Oh, crap. Ooh, I don't think I can get to him unless I'm up there. Maybe feels like a waste of Estus, but I'm gonna do that. The problem is, as soon as I start going up that ladder, he's gonna fire at me, and I don't get up the ladder quick enough that I can dodge the darts. He knows I'm here as well, so he hasn't lost sight of me. I wonder if I can slowly back it up, pop him one in the head, and then move forward again. Yeah, fine, that works. And then I think once he's done, there's only one more up there, so the tedium can end. Okay. Hopefully none of them have got a sight on me on my way up here. If they have, I'm going to have to do some zigzagging. No, okay, so the next one is a bit hidden. See him there? Although, it shouldn't be too hard to... Oh, crap. Well, I might as well completely take him out now that I'm toxic. There we go. Okay, fine. That is officially the last toxic dark guy we will ever have to deal with, because they don't respawn. And that wasn't worth picking up. We should have just run past. Okay. That was not fun. But yeah, we'll never have to do that again. Even if we come down here, explore this area to go and find other stuff, then it doesn't matter. They're going to all be gone. Do you think it speaks a little bit to the fact that this area is not the most well designed, that they had to make those enemies non-respawning, because it suggests that the area is only designed to be gone through in one direction, which is not great. Brittany? I know that there is some kind of reference there that I'm just not getting. Here's an important thing. Key to New Londo ruins. That's important, and that is particularly important given the way that we're coming out in this direction. So you don't necessarily need that if you have the master key, but we didn't pick that as our... Oh, Toxic. Oh, Toxic is like... Yeah, like Toxic, in my opinion, is the best pop song ever written. So I really should have... understood that. Did you know that Toxic was written about the super vet? You know, the guy that gives dogs like new little... The Irish fellow that gives dogs fake legs. Oh shit, these... Oh, they aggro at the same time. I forgot they did this. Ah. I don't think I have to fight these guys, but... One of them has dropped an item, and I don't know what it is, and I want it. Ah! Well, staggered him, that's unusual. Right, you on your own, fella. Come on. Yeah, you little raw. No one's impressed. Yeah, Toxic was written by a woman who used to go out with the super vet. Is that what he's called? What his show's called? And obviously Britney Spears ended up doing it. So how weird is that? Britney Spears sung a song about how the super vet was a horrible boyfriend. So we didn't have to go all the way out through Blighttown the way that we came in and to the depths again. Because now we've come out and we're in Valley of the Drakes. And if we go down this direction, where we will end up... Noel Fitzpatrick, that's the fella. Yeah, it's about him. If we were to go down there, there's a dragon there. We're not going to fight the dragon at the minute. Then we would end up going up into Darkroot Basin. So we've already been there. But it all links together. Instead, we're going to do... Can't remember what this item is. We got that key. Because that allows us to open that. And now we are in the New Londo Ruins. Which is an area I don't really much like. This fella's enjoying it though. Not so bad going hollow if you're somewhere where you've got a nice view. Comfort, yeah, there you go. One thing that is down here, and this is a horrible place, I hate coming down here, it's difficult, but...
Well, this is unusual. You haven't lost your head. And more importantly, you're free. How on earth? Well, I shouldn't pry. I'm Ricky of Vinheim. I was once an established smith. Look at me now. Can you believe it?
Yeah, okay, well...
What is it? Have you... Oh no. Don't worry. I've no intention of escape. It's safe here. Can't bear the thought of going hollow out there. Although, I must admit, there's not much to occupy myself. How about this? I could forge your weapons, albeit with rather minimal tools. I'll show you what made me the best in Vinheim.
So, we've got a new smith now, and he can turn weapons into magic weapons. So we are going to need to upgrade something into magic eventually. I don't really know if we want to do that in a minute because I'd rather get the claymore just up. Just to be as good as we can get it as a normal weapon first and then upgrade something else to magic later on. He also sells a few spells. Obviously you can see here, not many. But we will need him quite a bit.
What is it? There's nothing to talk about. We're both cursed, undead.
So we don't need anything from him at the minute.
Smithing don't let me with.
But it's good that he's here. And he's actually very easy to access. Because... Oh, that's the way I came. We go this way. We've now got a lift, which you need to be careful not to just jump straight into. And this brings us straight back up to Firelink Shrine. So we've got all kinds of shortcuts everywhere now. And we can also see that Anastasia is gone. And Lautrec is gone. And where Anastasia was, is her clothes. And if we read them, Worn by a firekeeper at Firelink Shrine, it's thought to have once been white skirt of a maiden, but its true origin is lost in patches of blood. Perhaps its former wearer was maimed to prevent escape. So that's what happens to the firekeepers. And if we look at the other item that he dropped, I'm not actually sure where it is. It might be... Here we go. Black Eye Orb. Mystical orb found on a keeper's corpse. Invade the world of the murderer of a firekeeper to defeat the perpetrator and reclaim the soul of the firekeeper. So, and the Black Eye keeps constant eye on Anor Londo, City of the Gods. So what that's suggesting to us is that Lautrec, who seemed like a bit of a suspicious character to start with, had a bit of an evil laugh on him, has killed Anastasia, and has escaped or fled to Anor Londo. And you can see, because Anastasia is not here, we can't use this bonfire anymore. So this was our key bonfire. This is our hub area. So unless we can go and avenge Anastasia, we can't use this bonfire anymore.
Did you ring the second bell? That is incredible, I must say. But now we have a new problem. It's noisy. It snores, and its breath is lethal. This is no laughing matter, I tell you. Damn. Maybe it's time I do.
So he's considering doing something about being here. He doesn't like being here anymore. He says there's a new problem, noisy and smells. And now if we come here... Remember, this was full of water before.
Ah, hello. Was it you who rang the bell of awakening? I am the primordial serpent, King Sika Frant, close friend of the great Lord Gwyn, chosen undead, who has rung the bell of awakening. I wish to elucidate your fate. Do you seek such enlightenment?
So he reckons he's going to tell us what our fate is. He tells us he's a king, a friend of Gwyn.
Very well. Then I am pleased to share. Chosen undead, your fate is to succeed the great Lord Gwyn, so that you may link the fire, cast away the dark, and undo the curse of the undead. To this end, you must visit Anor Londo and acquire the Lord Vessel.
Okay. Anything else? Yeah, it's either horrible, aren't they?
I am pleased to see you well. Is it something urgent?
That's all the information he gives us. Essentially, go to Anor Londo.
Chosen not.
So he doesn't really give us anything more than that, but we know that we need to go to Sen's Fortress to do that, because that was what we saw a cutscene of happening. We had Rhea, or Rhea, I can't remember how it's pronounced, who was here before, and they've gone.
Oh, you again? Me? I've become separated from my lady. I've scoured near and far, but no sight of her. Where could she have gone? My lady, to think I swore to protect you with my life.
Now, she said she was going down into the catacombs.
Your Highness, where have you gone?
So it's weird that
I
he
am
says he was
entirely
separated from her.
to blame for this. Oh, woe is me. I am
Yeah, but I want to buy things from you, so can you...
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Sometimes
thanks.
I lose.
I can afford some of them. Homewood is a really useful one, but we can't afford it at the minute. I might pop some souls and buy Homewood, because that is going to be a really useful one for us. I can't remember how many of these are worth. How many each of these is worth. So, okay. There we go. We can afford Homewood now.
I'm sorry. Sometimes I lose my...
So Homewood is useful because that is one that returns us to the last bonfire that we rested at. One thing to remember is that we have... The last bonfire that we rested at was the one at Quelags. Or the Fair Lady's bonfire. So if I die in some stupid fashion now, we're all the way back in Blighttown. We can't get back. It'll take us ages to get back up here. So I need to make sure I'm not being an idiot here in any fashion. And just, you know, nice and quickly get down to Andre. What have we got? 738 souls. So I might use some more soul items to upgrade this claymore a bit more, because it's a little bit weak for where we're going at the minute. But we kindled that bonfire earlier specifically because we're going to be using it quite a lot. So if I die in Sen's Fortress, I'm going to be coming back to there.
Well, hello again. You seem to need anything.
So... in order to upgrade my claymore further... Oh, I need a large titanite shard. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to do this a huge amount because I don't have a lot of large titanite shards.
Don't get yourself killed, neither of...
Have I got any slabs in my inventory? That's one thing that we're useful to know. Oh, there we go. Chunk, Demon Titanite, Twinkling Titanite, Blue Titanite. No. So if you have large versions, if I had like a slab, then I could feed it to Frampt, and he would break it down into a large Titanite chunk. Or several large Titanite chunks, but I don't have any more. So... let's see, how many souls do I need for a level? $8,000. I'll leave it for now. We'll see how we get on in Sen's Fortress. And if I'm struggling, then maybe I'll level up a couple. When we came here before, if you remember, Siegbai was sat outside, struggling to get in. Now he's inside. Trap plate on the floor there, which you can use to your advantage. Because it will hit these guys. But they do hit quite hard. These guys actually, the weapon that they use, if you can get one of them, it doesn't drop that often from them, but it can be a really good weapon for a strength build. We're not doing a there we go. We're not doing a huge amount of damage to them, and there are a lot of these guys in here. So we might have some problems. Okay, here we go. Oh, I forgot there's that one up there. Well, okay. See ya. What what on earth did he just do? Oh my god, he's still alive. He jumped all the way down to the bottom and he's still alive. Well, he's not bothering me anymore. Good. Hercules, and I never played Hercules. Yeah, this place is a nightmare. So we've got this guy throwing bolts at us all the way. Fortunately, he's a bit weaker than the other ones. Okay, good. There one in here as well? Yes, there is. This guy's asleep. So he's not going to bother us, thankfully. This guy will. But you can see he just got crushed by a boulder. Now, he's still alive. Hello! That was stupid of me. As was that. They've got fairly consistent attack patterns. But sometimes they do one swing, sometimes they do two, and sometimes they do three. Now we've got to be very careful here. Yeah, he's a problem. Run! Okay, that guy got killed. That's good. Okay, here we go. Bloodstain. Now, obviously, he died fighting something. But what we can do, you can see a guy there. We hit the wall there, he'll come running in. Oh, he doesn't activate the trigger, the trap. I'm pretty sure you can backstab these guys. Yeah. The problem is a lot of the places where you will fight these enemies, there isn't really enough room to maneuver around them. We've got a lovely trap there that shoots arrows at your back. Now this bit is really, really finicky with the timing. I think I may have cocked this up. No, we're fine. Oh, goodness me. Right, now, so we can move this thing around so it's firing out the balls in different directions. The guy that was leaning against the wall down there, we've just run the wall through. And he's getting hit by the balls now. So we'll just let the balls go for a few seconds and they can do their work. One more and he'll be dead. In this direction, this is where it was coming originally, which is a bit weird. So they were coming down here. Escalated since the last tree with cursing. Yeah, lizards are not friends in this game. So that's where they were going down. And if you remember, because it killed that one and we came through. And then for some reason, it's turned itself, which is a bit cheeky. This way, it just fires them out into nowhere. Okay, apparently that person has spotted me and is coming for a fight. I've got absolutely no idea where he's going to be coming, though. And what we can do... if we put it in this direction, then it'll just fire out into the abyss and it'll stop bothering us for a while. Which would leave us free to explore this area where they were just coming down from. So, you can see that person there. There we go. That's what we want to... Get this right. There we go. So, see, we've actually got quite a few different branches off here. And you can see how it's easy to get lost in this place. Now, this is where the balls were just coming to kill the lizard guy. And now we're on the other side of it. Be wary of trap is very, very good advice. So, we want to go down. But you can... Oh, sorry, we want to go up. But you can see... Sorry, no, we want to go down. But you can see there's blood on the lift. And if you go up, you're going to get hit by the spikes. So the lift comes up to the top. And then it goes a little bit higher. Which you absolutely do not want. Oh, I'm going to die. Oh, no, we're okay. Here's a chest that we're not going to open. Well, we're not going to open it in the normal fashion. See the chain on the side of it? And if we just watch it, the chest is breathing. See, it's slightly opening. There we go. We do not want to fight this chest. It's a mimic. But what we can do, Lloyd's Talisman, is force it to open and take what's inside. Right. I didn't set the ball to come down in this direction, which was a mistake. But I think it starts to reset itself and might come down here on its own. We want it to. It does reset itself after a while, but I'm scared of running up there. Right, we'll set it again and then we can run down, get down there without being hit by it. Now that we've unlocked a route. Now that we know, we can jump off here and then we can work our way back down there. See why people die in Sen's Fortress so often? If you don't know your way through here, and I'm currently still forgetting where to go. And actually, I'm very low on Estus now. Right. Ah, here we go. So we've got what we wanted from this, but I'm going to let another ball go past. There we go. So we could have come down here, but you've got to be very careful because the balls start filling this hole up. And what happens is they go and knock this wall through. And carry on down this way. And all we want is this. Which is an excellent, excellent ring. Because what it does... I don't need the old witch's ring on anymore. It boosts item discovery. So if there's... No, there's no map in Dark Souls. No, Elden Ring is the first From Software game to have a map in it. So yeah, what we get from this is that we're more likely to be able to discover rare items that enemies might drop. No, map is the very antithesis of the Dark Souls experience. You've got to figure out your own way. Right, so we want to get back up to the top, but we've got to be careful with this trap. If we can get past that, then we'll be fine. There we go. Ball's not coming down here anymore. We'll come up here and send it out the back again. And there we go. Fine. I had the same experience that I think a lot of people have when they first played Dark Souls originally, in that I actually bounced off it. Like, I didn't enjoy it all that much. It took me like quite a few tries to really start enjoying it, because it's really difficult. I think it's just the satisfaction of like finding your way and wait a minute, we've done something wrong. Siegmeyer's supposed to be here. He's supposed to be sat there. Something's gone wrong here. And, more importantly, I've got to fight both of these guys now. With a weapon that does barely any damage to them. Ah, we could be in trouble. I don't know where Siegmeyer is. Yeah, it's just the... I wouldn't, like, not the difficulty, but the satisfaction of figuring things out and knowing that, you know, it's like, it doesn't give you a map, and, like, it doesn't explain how to do anything. You just have to, like, read things to figure out where you're supposed to go. And, like, the bosses are difficult, things like that, and so it just feels like an achievement when you do anything. Do I try and sneak these guys? I don't know how many times I've played it through, to be honest. I've never completed this version on the PS5. So this is the remastered version. And I've played it on the Xbox. And I've played the original versions on other consoles. But I've never played the remastered version, or I've never completed the remastered version on the PlayStation. Oh, Dark Souls by far. Demon Souls is a much older game, and you can tell, because it's a remake of the game. So the original Demon Souls came out like a year before Dark Souls, and you can really tell, even in the remake, that mechanically it's an older game, and they hadn't refined a lot of the things that became kind of common tropes in the Souls series. So definitely Dark Souls. The only one that I'm not really that keen on is Dark Souls 3. It feels really different to the others, and I'm not as big of a fan of it. But yeah, Dark Souls overall. I actually really like Dark Souls 2, which a lot of people are not that keen on. But it's probably... Dark Souls 2 might be my favourite of the 3 games. I'm gonna Google to try and figure out what I've done wrong, because I wanna do Siegmeyer's Quest. Because it's a really fun one. And I don't want to... I've obviously missed him somewhere. Sen's Fortress Gate. Ah! Just got a pop-up ad. Sen's Fortress Outskirts is optional. Okay, so I don't necessarily need to encounter him. Yeah, he should be here. He should be waiting for us. He's just not for some reason. I don't know why. But apparently it doesn't matter. You don't need to meet him at this part of the game. So we'll just carry on, and he should be further in where we actually have to meet him at the next location. Oh god, is it still coming down here? He's on a bank holiday. Oh god, right, fine. We don't need to go back down there at any point, but I'm gonna send that out there anyway. And one thing that I am gonna do is come down here, and then once we've done this, we can carry on through the fortress. So we've got this here. This is a shortcut. This takes us... is this one that takes us down to the bottom, or does this take us up? Hello. Talk to you in a second. Very, very careful. Very careful. There we go. Oh, it's locked. Oh, yeah, okay. We need the key for that. Hello.
You seem quite lucid. A rare thing in these times. I am Logan. I'm a bit cooped up, as you can see. I have a bright idea. Suppose you set me free.
I don't have what you need, mate.
But I could repay you with knowledge and sorcery. This place is melting my mind.
Okay, yeah, I mean, if I find a key, then I'll come back and help you. The minute... Got nothing. Right, so... no, that's not a lift. It's got a broken door. Never mind that one. The big thing with he's supposed to be sat just on that ledge there. But the big thing with Siegmeyer is that he's generally trying to prove himself, and often he gets stuck, and you end up helping him out, and he feels a little bit incompetent. Right, has this reset itself? No. Yes! Oh god, right, thank god that didn't kill us outright. Get down, get down, get down, get down. That reset itself literally as I was running up there. You see how much of a douche this game is? And it only ever resets itself when you need to be going in that direction. Okay, trap. Ah, I did activate it. Right, I've literally run out of Estus. So any enemies that we have got going further in, I'm going to have to beat them without any healing. And believe me, we are not near the end of the fortress yet. we could be in trouble here because there is an enemy behind us. See up the stairs? Oh, right. Let me think. There's a lift here, but we haven't activated it yet. This is probably a bad use of humanity, but I'm going to use it because as well as giving us a humanity in the top left corner, it also heals. I don't know how close you have to get to him for him to activate. Oh, he already has. Right, not too bad. I think there's an item round here. Okay, he was fighting that lizard, so that's not a problem. I can't remember what this item is. I don't even know if it's worth it. One more big one. Just need to get to the bonfire. If we get to the bonfire, then we can start exploring a bit more. We'll unlock a lift. There's a shortcut. We'll be able to get back. We'll be fine. Now we've got a little douche here. This guy is going to start spamming electricity at us. And I think my bow is going to do piddly little damage to him. Yeah. So the problem here is I'm going to have to time going through them. Okay, we made it. Ah! I activated a trap. Oh, we're so close to the bonfire. Right. Yeah, be wary of projectile, absolutely. Here we are, thank God. Hooray! Right, I'm going to reverse hollowing. And then I'm going to kindle the bonfire. So that we get 10 Estus from it. This is somewhat of a secret bonfire. Some people don't discover it because you have to look over the edge and drop off. Don't have enough souls for a level. I'm going to use one soul item and level up. Probably one of these. I think these are about 1,000. Oh, 2,000, fine. Yeah, fine, I'll go vitality. I think we're going to need more intelligence soon, because we can learn spells off Big Hat, but I'm fairly sure he will only teach them to us if our intelligence is above a certain level. Right, so we've negotiated all of that, and there is a lot more to explore in Sen's Fortress, but we're not going to do that now. Look at that guy. What? Let's watch. He's the one loading the balls into the trap. It's not some automated thing. He's literally loading them in there. What was that noise? Oh, someone's invaded, and it's an actual person. It's my own fault for it's my own fault for turning human. Wait, that's poor form. And all his gear just changed. What's going on here? This is not champagne Dark Souls. It's bad form to heal in a generally you don't heal when you're playing PvP. That's kind of just how it works. No, I'm dead. That was... I didn't like that. You're not supposed to... If you invade someone and take them on one-on-one, you're not supposed to heal. I mean, that's not like a hard and fast rule. That's just generally what is done within the community. But, annoyingly, I still want to be in human form because we want to summon for the boss. So I am going to have to use another humanity. If I get invaded again, then I'm just going to... What if it was Ryan? Ryan wouldn't have taken me that competently, to be honest. As much as I love him. If I get invaded again, then I'll just go into the menu and go offline. Because I like seeing the messages here. It's nice. And you only get that if you're playing online, because obviously other people leave the messages. But I'm really not bothered about playing against others. So we've got a few things going on here. We've got this gap, which is quite annoying to negotiate, as you can see. And now we're going to have to very carefully work our way back up. Lucky I knew he was there, because that would have been messy. Okay, and then we've got one more around here. Given that we're down here, we might as well get the items and stuff that are here. They drop some pretty cool equipment, actually, but they don't drop it consistently. Flame stone plate ring. I'm not sure what that one is. Boost fire defense. So that'll be useful at some points for us. Worth picking that up. I actually often miss that. I don't bother with it because I don't always go down there. And it's, while that's quite useful, there are other ways of making sure that your fire defense is decent. You can kill that guy and stop him from dropping the boulders down there, but he just respawns if you die or as soon as you rest at a bonfire or whatever, so it's not really worth it. Also, the boulders are bigger than the hole, which is weird. Completely forgot he would throw them over here. There we go. We need to come over here for 2 reasons. Firstly, this guy.
Ah, what? What? Who are you? Ah, another undead, eh? I took on Sen's fortress alone, but I'm no different from those vile creatures. I was driven by conceit. Ah, you think you're different? That you can handle it? Yes, I remember that feeling. For I was the same. So, let me help you out with your soul searching.
So he sells some pretty useful stuff. Black fire bombs are always good. Titanite shards are always good to upgrade weapons. He's got some weapons that we kind of need. So, oh no, he did. What? Has he got something? Ah, he sells Siegmeyer's armor, which is pretty cool. He sells his own armor and the boulder armor. He's got some oh, excuse me, some fairly useful rings. And got enormous great swords, boulder shield, tower shield. So some pretty good stuff. Sells large titanite shards, which are really useful, but we don't.
There's nothing more to say. I'm finished. End of story.
We don't need those at the minute.
Fine then. Rush it.
The more important reason that we came down here, though, was bottom of this tower. One of these douchebags. They've got quite low poise, fortunately. When you hit them, they stagger quite easily. Oh. Compared to the other versions that have the big sword, these ones, they're quite easy to take out as long as you get close in on them. If they're at range and they hit you with their lightning attack, then they're very... So we just picked up the cage key, and if you remember, Big Hat Logan was trapped in a cage. Now I've got to actually try and make this jump successful again. Wait. Ah, okay, good. Another Boulder Knight here. Not a fan of these guys, but they're better than the Snake Men. Oh. They do take quite a bit of health off you. I can't remember what this is for. I'm fairly sure. I think something appears here when you fill certain conditions. I think you have to, like, once you've done something, I think an item appears there. coming through here, reason that we have done this. Hang on a minute. These are supposed to be lifts back down. Have I failed to activate? Maybe I have. So this is the way up. Where we were. I'm gonna come up there yet though. See, we've got some other stuff going on around us. In fact, we will go up there. If for nothing else, for clearing out the enemy that is halfway up there. Who's just there to be a nuisance. See how easy he is to kill. He's just there to cause problems. So, nothing in here but a summon sign, which is good. We will use that. We can already see the boss. And there's the fog door. However, if we go into that boss arena, then this guy that's been throwing bombs at us the whole time, who can for some reason hit us through the wall, he will continue to throw bombs. His health bar is actually really hard to see, so it's hard to tell how close to killing him you are, but he'll take a few swipes and get tired. So yeah, we have to take this guy out before we... Well, we don't have to, but he makes the boss fight a lot harder if we don't. Doesn't feel like the nicest thing to do, but he'd just spam us with bombs while we were fighting the boss if we didn't. And I'm not putting up with that. It's a lot quieter here now, though. It's quite nice. So, we can run all the way back down, or alternatively, more easily, up down here. It doesn't take that much health. If you remember, we fought one of these guys a lot earlier in the game, outside the Undead Church. It was a much harder fight at that time because it is as a lower level. But they're still fairly sturdy now. But they are not very mobile. The reason that we have come along here is to have a particular fight with this guy. Who's no slouch when it comes to the fight. And is very quick. See how easily he takes off quite a chunk of health because he's so fast. However, he doesn't have a huge amount of hit points. This is Ricard. So if we go and look at that weapon that he just dropped, Ricard's rapier. A rapier with intricate decorations, chosen weapon of the infamous undead Prince Ricard. Ricard's exploits are told in a monomyth. He was born into royalty but wandered the lands in a fateful, ill-conceived journey. He became undead and disappeared up north. A nice little bit of lore on him there. There's not much more than that really, but interesting all the same. Divine Blessing, that cures all health and status effects. And a rare ring of sacrifice, which means that you wear that, you keep all of your souls when you die, but it breaks. It breaks when you use it. So I think that one breaks on use. Anyway, die, lose nothing, nullify curse, and the ring breaks. So if you die to curse, if you're going into an area that is likely to get you cursed, like an area with lots of basilisks, then you can use that, and when you die, your health won't be permanently halved. So I'm a bit confused because I don't know why the lift hasn't worked. I'm pretty sure we should be able to take the lift back down to where Big Hat is. But it doesn't seem to have worked. So we'll go back down, we'll speak to Big Hat, and then we'll come back up and we'll fight the boss. But it's just a bit... I don't know what's happened, to be honest. Oh, you know what? Actually, no, I don't want to go, because it's miles back down to Big Hat. And going through the fortress backwards is really annoying. The guy that invaded, yeah. But that's the annoying thing. I don't think that will have affected anything. But it should just be that the lift is just open now. And I don't know why it's not. We're not missing a key. And the lifts are here. Oh, okay. You just need to open it. I'm an idiot. It's literally, now that we've got the key, I just thought that it would be open already, and I thought that the key was only... Ah, yeah, this guy's here. So this takes us all the way down to the bottom. Unfortunately, that means we have to deal with another snaky guy. However... This was the guy that, like, yeeted himself off the edge the first time, wasn't it? Oh! He nearly got me. Okay. I thought there was another lift that would just take us up to where Logan is. Apparently not. But it's fine, you know, we're okay just completely running through this area now because... Ah, someone's invaded again. It's Kay! Oh, I'm just going to hope that they get killed by the traps and stuff, and then I'll... Okay, well, I'm dead anyway. So there's an easy win for Kay. Right. So well done, Kay. I'm just going to do something. I'm going to... With network settings... I'm going to quit the game because it saves it. And then I'm going to go into offline mode. Yeah, special. Okay, he's got 2 wins on me now, but one of them got handed to him by a thing throwing me off the edge. Right, options. Is it in options? Network settings. Start offline. Right, I think that should... That now, when we go into the game, we're in offline mode. I don't need to be in human form to go and summon Big Hat, but what I am going to do is attune magic. Oh, I need 18 faith to use Homewood. Never mind. Anything else I can use instead? Yeah, well, I might as well use Power Within. So, oh, well, I'll just work my way back down to Big Hat, and then we'll, Oh, the trap! Oh, it shoots 5! I thought it shot 3. Well, this is going well. Remember how I'd, like, barely died at all in the, Oh, it does shoot 3, but there were... oh, I think there was another pressure plate there. Right. Careful. There we go. Yeah, remember up to this point where I died, like, once to an actual enemy, and now I'm just getting rinsed by everything? Ooh, that one's always very tight. Guys here. Oh. Ever. Good. And then there's one guy down here. What's he doing? See how when I hit him, he doesn't stagger at all? Unlike the Cobra-looking ones, who completely lose all poise immediately. Right, there's a pressure plate here. How did I activate that? I don't accept that. It's going that way, that's fine. That's not the way we want to go. Oh, we need to bloody... I forget that you need to re-break the wall every time. Which is really annoying, because you would think, like, okay, fine. Like... If enemies respawn, that's fine. But, walls respawning, I find a bit of a weird thing to accept. Let's just see, actually, if Siegmeyer has showed up. No, he has not. I don't understand what's happening then, because we did speak to Siegmeyer. I think we did activate all of his dialogues. So I don't know why he hasn't appeared. Back. Did you go somewhere? I thought you'd just gone quiet. You were just doing important things. Blight? We're not in Blight Town. Still in Sen's Fortress. Right, so this one is a lift. Now I think that works. Always scares me a little bit when you open the door. And this one is. I can't... One of them goes all the way to the bottom, I think, and one goes up to the top. He went to raid me as Kay. Hello. You're very welcome. You better be anyway, you know.
Oh, heavens. Thank you. I'm safe, and I'd love to resume my travels. But I must log a few things first, and I owe you a favor. I will return to Firelink Shrine. Speak with me there, so that I may impart my sorcery.
Okay. Cheers. Don't remember what this one does. Don't remember if this one's a lift. I think that one takes us all the way to the bottom. And we are playing online still for some reason. Maybe I need to restart the game entirely. Oh, you can just run in and out of these, but that gap there always makes me nervous. Oh, okay. Okay, here's a choice. Do we go... do we go back down to Firelink Shrine, or do we go up straight back up and kill the boss? I'm just going to see where this takes us. It doesn't take us anywhere. I don't think this one takes us anywhere either. Big Hats definitely doesn't. Boss, cool. We don't have enough intelligence to use any of the sorceries yet. Chris might want to see the boss. Okay. How far from coming back from the gym is he? Ah, okay. Don't want to be. So I can open all of these, and that's where all the lifts are. I'm sure there's a lift that takes us all the way back down to the bottom, but I can't remember which one it is. Can't get annoyed. I think I've timed this badly. I think I'm going to get hit here. No, I'm fine. Is that snake coming though? He's leaving now. Okay. I want to try and figure out how this lift works, because it's supposed to be a snake here. You not there? No, he's not. Okay, that's weird. There's normally one waiting on this side. Dork. Right, this wasn't coming in this direction before. It was going the other way. Oh my god, if you hit it while it's not even moving, it does a load of damage. Well, I just got hit by a boulder that wasn't even moving. There we go. Bloody thing. Right, that can only be activated once, so we're fine to run over it. Pain in the backside, this place. I really don't know why the lifts are not working. Did I kill that guy? Yes, I did. Okay, I'm not in human form. Ah, crap. I've got to kill the, What? I'm not human, am I? No. Wait, hang on. Does he stay dead? Because I've died, haven't I? And he doesn't seem to be throwing the bombs down anymore. I thought you had to kill him every time. That's weird. Right, here we go. Shall I do the boss? Or shall I wait for Chris? In fact, just what I'm going to do while we're waiting Ryan, are you away or what's that voice calling me? I'm gonna look for the Sen's Fortress lift. Lowest part of the tower that houses a firebomb throwing giant. On your way up there, guarding a dead end. If you walk straight along the direction he's facing you, come across 2 hanging cages. So it does take you all the way to the bottom. We have already opened it, and it does take you all the way to the bottom. Fine. It is... Oh, there we go. Somebody just kindled that bonfire, and that's why we were able to... Oh, it's the worst time to start coughing. That's why we were able to get an extra Estus flask there. So we were on 8 and it jumped us up to 9. I haven't done the boss yet. Right. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do actually. I'm going to properly quit the game. And I'm going to close the game. And then I'm going to start it again because now when it boots up, it will be in offline mode. So I won't get invaded again when I'm trying to do the boss. He's out of breath. Good, starting offline mode, fine. We need that ring at some point. Right, cool. So, 1 humanity. I'm absolutely burning through the humanities, which is not good because I'll need them at some point. We will go human again, and now we're going to go and do the boss. So theoretically, given what we've seen so far, I'm not going to get hit with bombs here. Because it seems like I only had to kill that guy once. But I thought he respawned. I know that that guy respawns. But I think the giant up here, it seems like he doesn't. Go away, douche. So, see how cool is that? There's the first Bell of Awakening in the tower, and there's the roof that we fought the gargoyles on. And here is Iron Tarkus, who is really cool. And he's actually so... he's so effective that he can basically solo the boss. If you summon him and take him into the boss, he can basically beat the boss for you. Which is pretty cool. You can see how heavy his gear is from the way that he's running. Right, what have we got on us? We don't need Lloyd's Talismans. Not a huge amount that's actually going to be that useful in this fight. Could try fire bombs. I don't think they're going to make much of a difference. I think in terms of everything else, we've pretty much got everything we want. I might put the Pyromancy Flame on my opposite weapon hand. Okay, go on then, Tarkus. This arena can be a little bit annoying. Oh wow, he's gone straight for Tarkus. You see how much damage Tarkus just took off the boss already? Look, he can do this literally on his own. Although, getting grabbed by the boss is not a good way of going about it. Okay, that does, like, no damage. Oh. It's also really easy to just throw yourself off the edge here. It's very easy to get got by that grab attack as well. You can't block that. See how little damage I'm doing compared to Tarkus. Come on, Tarkus, get him. Oh, fine. There we go. And we got the core of an iron golem because he doesn't have a soul, because he's a golem. And we are going to need that because we'll use that to create a weapon. See this big door here that's been bricked up? Yeah, basically. Yeah, we did it. We, definitely us, and not just you, Tarkus. They hit a lot harder than a lot of the bosses in Elden Ring, although you can get one shot quite easily. In Elden Ring. But yeah, they are slow, but they are... I would say there are different mechanics to the bosses in Dark Souls. Like, some of them are really, really difficult. Just because of the way that the fight is set up. Whereas in Elden Ring, most of the bosses are just a straight-up fight. It's just you versus an enemy. There aren't any kind of other factors in play, like a difficult arena, or... they're not, like, weird bosses. But you can see here it's bricked up. It seems like this used to be the way into Anor Londo, and they've bricked it up for some reason. But if we look at this thing... This is very familiar to a certain part in Demon Souls, where there doesn't seem to be anywhere for you to go. And then suddenly they lift us up and here's Anor Londo. No, we don't need to run from them. There will be plenty of these in this area that are enemies to us. But we don't need to run from these ones because they're just here to take us up and down. But they're gross. Look at them. It's just like a brain and a weird, horrible goblin nose. It's... yeah, they're not nice. But that, yeah, we passed the test. We've gone through Sen's Fortress and now we are in Anor Londo, City of the Gods. And you can see how resplendent it is compared to the rest of Lordran, which is pretty bleak. Bathed in golden light constantly. You can already see, look, there's a gargoyle down there. Just hanging out. So you can kind of tell where we're going to be going. Looking at it from up here. We've got these guys. Who don't actually trigger until you get quite close to them. They're not actually as strong as you might expect from enemies of this size. If you've got a fairly well upgraded weapon by this point, I say, is one of them absolutely smashes my head in. You have got to be careful to avoid their hits, but they're relatively slow. Not too bad to avoid, and they actually take more damage than you would expect. They can sometimes drop, I think, their halberd as well, which is quite a nice weapon. You've got both of them. You've got two there. They are they guard? Yeah, they're guarding a chest. So these ones are, they're kind of worth taking out, but the problem is you don't want two of them attacking you at the same time. So you can kind of lure them away individually. I can't actually remember what's even in that chest, to be honest. Yeah, St. Michael's Mount, it does a bit. There are quite a few places in Dark Souls and other From Software games that kind of have that similar vibe to them. Don't jump backwards. I don't think you've been there yet, Ryan, but there's a... So I won't spoil it, but there's a place in Elden Ring that very much has that kind of vibe. And I would say seems like it's taken direct inspiration from St. Michael's Mount. I don't know how many souls we got for killing the Iron Golem, actually. It looks like it may have been about 40-odd thousand. See, they don't like being got behind. If you end up going behind them, they do jump around quite a lot to try and recenter themselves in front of you. Didn't get anything from any of those. That's annoying. Cannot remember what's in here. Oh, Demon Titanite. That's fine. That's fairly useful. Feels like there should be something around there, but there's not. So here we are. Next uni trip, what, to St. Michael's Mount? Or to the place in Elden Ring that looks like it? Because I definitely don't want to go there. You can see as well that the amount of different cathedrals that you probably think of that have inspired this. And like Miyazaki loves kind of like European, like medieval history. So like when he's designing these kind of places, he loves kind of drawing inspiration from those sorts of places. Did you accidentally enter half a sentence there, Naomi? Demon Souls D&D. You probably could do something like kind of inspired by that. You see here, thank God, we've got a bonfire. So I don't want to run all the way back down to Firelink Shrine at the minute. So I'm going to use all of these souls that we've got to level up. So at the minute, we're kind of looking mostly at strength still. But I'm going to go a few with strength endurance. We'll go some on... I was going to do one on vitality, but I haven't quite got enough. So I'll use a soul item just to get enough that we've got one more on vitality. Again, I cannot remember how much any of these are worth. That might be 500, it might not be enough. Oh, it's 2,000, okay. I don't think I've ever guessed that correctly. So one on vitality, and then we're fine. I should probably have my endurance higher at this point, but... Okay. So, might notice a person.
Well, you are a rare visitor. Welcome to the lost city of Anor Londo, chosen undead. If you seek Lord Gwyn's old keep, exit here and head straight yonder. If you are the chosen one, a revelation shall visit thee. What follows thereafter depends upon you.
So she straight up tells us like where we need to go to kind of do what we are supposedly here to do. We've got a Firekeeper soul, so she is a Firekeeper, even though she doesn't look like one. She looks very different from Anastasia. She's also not actually leaning on that wall. She's kind of floating against it.
What is it? What am I? Well, I am the keeper of the bonfire. If not for me, what beacon would there be in this lost city? A gatekeeper and a guide. That is my calling.
So she's kind of right in that.
The bonfires attended by the keepers are special.
There aren't many
They are linked
bonfires
to
here.
one another, and their flames never die. Yet never shall the keepers of these flames meet. If you require rest, now is the time. That is, after all, what the bonfire is for.
Very good. Thanks for that. So yeah, she's the keeper of that bonfire. She's like Anastasia. She does that job. She's like the fair lady who we saw as well. She does that job too. There is some stuff down here. This is the main way that we want to go in front of us. We'll have a look down here first though. Just because, you know, it's interesting to see what's down here. We do have a couple of chests you can see. I actually must get more throwing knives because it is going to be helpful to lure enemies out in further areas as well. Come on, there we go. These guys are not too bad if you literally just let them attack you, because once the attack starts to come in like this, it's easy to get around and it gives a huge opening for you to try and attack them. Hello. Over here, please, so we don't break the chests. Whoop. You broke a pot. That pot's been there for thousands of years and you just smashed it. You're supposed to be protecting this place. Oh wow, I staggered him. Okay. Check the chain. Chain is curled backwards. Check the chain. The chain is pointing forwards and the chest is breathing. So remember, in that situation, waste an Estus flask because you forgot to change items. Lloyd's talisman. There you go, you stupid mimic. And it's a crystal halberd. You can see it all curled up. We'll have a go at fighting the mimic because we're so close to a bonfire. Oh, it's not as strong as I thought it might be. Yeah, not too bad. Oh, I staggered it as well. They've usually got quite decent poise. Awful creatures. If you don't figure out that one is a mimic and get got by them, it's pretty nasty. We've got another one of these giant knights here going up a staircase. Now we can't actually go up there yet, so we're not going to. Mimics are quite a common thing within kind of fantasy gaming and literature and stuff, particularly within Dungeons and Dragons. One of the most irritating enemies in D&D. I think we just need to step onto this to activate it, yeah. And then we've got an old friend down here. Although, are there any items down here? Hello! Oh, I've seen your ilk before. Unfortunately for you, it didn't go very well for them. And we got another Gargoyle's Tail Axe, which is cool. We don't need another one of those, but... Come on, stop messing around. I don't have wings. It's not fair to try and fight me in that fashion. In some ways, this one's actually a little bit more annoying than the two on the church roof, because the area that you fight this one in is a lot tighter. Oh, we got a shield as well. That's quite a rare drop. A light bulb well, to be honest, mimics are a really common enemy, so you were probably going to face one at some point. So we can't really seem to go anywhere here. We need to find another way. If you turn around, your eye is immediately drawn to the staircase on the right. So when you're, you know, trying to figure your way here, you would sort of, you see that there, but you'd be instinctively drawn up here. There isn't actually anything around here, but you can see that there is a chest here. Chain on that one's backwards, so it's not a mimic. Demon Titanite is useful, and then you kind of think, well, where am I supposed to go here? Come through, you've been up there, and the only other kind of place, the only other option you've got, you take a chance, is here. And lo and behold, you can actually run up it. This is really obtuse. Like, I think in this... like, this was the thing that I was most confused by on my run-through of the game. Like, where the hell was I supposed to go? And how was I supposed to figure out that I need to run up that? Up here, it feels a bit sort of... yeah, like, guesswork. But yeah, that's what it is, and one of the windows is broken. So we come in through the window. Oh yeah, okay, that guy's there. I forgot he was there. It's a good job we just sort of looked up and spotted him. He's obviously going to jump down. Yeah. Oh, and I missed him. Good. Not very strong, those guys. You use throwing knives, though. So, if we have a quick look, we can see that there are a few of them here. Again, you know, coming... oh, he dropped an item. Oh, okay, great. I was hoping you can either pick up their armor or their sword. So, you can see there's one over there, and this often ends badly, but this is the way that you're supposed to go. Which again, feels a little bit sort of like, really? You know, this is what I'm supposed to do? Like, he's coming this way. Obviously, fighting on here is yeah, likely to end up with something like that happening. Oh well, he followed us off. Good. So we'll try that again. I'm not gonna... There's no need for me to be in human form at the minute, so I'm not gonna reverse hollow in. It's quite an irritating part of the game at times, Anor Londo, because you are quite short on bonfires for a while. There are long sort of moments or long periods where you are just going to be using this bonfire, and if you don't manage to do what you see, the gargoyle's not there anymore. He spawns permanently. Yeah, if you don't manage to get through the area, you end up having to kind of run back quite a distance. Like everywhere, you can unlock shortcuts. So, you know, that makes things a lot easier, but... Oh, Jesus, I nearly slipped off there. Yeah, pack it in with your throwing knives. I could have a go at these guys with a bow, but my bow really isn't doing that much damage, and I don't have particularly good arrows to use with it either. I really could do with upgrading my bow. I need the compound bow actually, but I can't remember. Why is he not running all the way to me? Ah. Right, now he is. Good God, right. That's one. See the chandelier? There's an item on it. We can get that by doing that. We can't get it yet. There is a pyromancy, and I can't remember who sells it, called Iron Flesh, that gives you more or less infinite poise. And I do wish that I had picked it up. Oh. Oh, you dick. No, 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 no. Right. Fine. Okay, come on. Okay, thank God. Right, that was a really annoying bit, and we've done it. That's fine. Statue, a very large, attractive lady with a large bosom. But is it more or less? I can't remember what I was talking about. What's that referring to? So, we'll come through here first. Because I'm liable to cock things up and I don't want to. She's had work done. She's a goddess. She doesn't need work done. So, what we can do... You can see there's a gargoyle there. He kind of triggers immediately. Which is a bit annoying because you don't want to fight him straight away. Immediate instinct is to come down here. But this brings you out to nothing. That is Guinevere, goddess of sunlight, that statue. And her symbolism is all about sort of light and fertility. So if we do this, stops us getting back up to that top bit. But it does also open up the shortcut. The only thing about that is now the gargoyle does want to come and fight us. Which is fine. You know, we've already taken out his buddy. Oh, he's backing off. He must be tethered. I don't think he comes this far. Still. I wonder if we can get a third tail axe. We don't need a third one, but it. There we go. I don't think I've ever done that on a playthrough before. Got all three of them. Oh no, wait, you can't. He didn't give it to us. Okay, it just cut his tail off. That's interesting. I wonder if this one. I wonder if it's like always set to not give you a third. Like, I wonder if that's impossible. Oh, gotta be careful here. I'm being silly. Come on, come back up here. This is a really irritating place to have a fight. Oh, I forgot that they can do that. So obviously these ones are different to the ones that were on top of the church, because the ones on top of the church used fire. Oh yeah, okay, I forgot. Yeah. So the gargoyle's halberd, and I'm not sure about the gargoyle's helm, but definitely a halberd. Is you can get that. It will drop from any of the gargoyles that you fight, but there's only a certain chance that it will drop. However, if you haven't got it by the final gargoyle, it's guaranteed to drop from that one. So because we didn't get it on any of the others, we got it this time off that gargoyle. Where is it? Gargoyle's halberd. So, what do you need? 16 strength, 12 dexterity, 115 plus 35. I don't think it's as good as what we're using at the minute, the claymore. So what was that? Overall damage that I would be doing there is 150, which is not much really. Whereas the claymore, yeah, we're way ahead of that. Still can't use the Black Knight sword yet because we need 18 dex. We're not far off that, to be honest. 220 damage. I might try and get my dex up so we can use that. Because it's got, I think it's got an identical moveset to the claymore, so we could use that and still we'd be doing good damage. We'd have a cooler looking weapon for a start, and yeah, it would just generally be, I think, a bit better. So now we can go in the bottom here, but this might sound odd. I don't want to do that yet. You can also see that there's some at the bottom here. So we've still got a bit to explore in the higher up bit where we were previously. But to move it down to basically show how it works. So this has taken us down an even further level. So we can still get into the bottom bit via here, but now if we go all the way down again, we can now get into a completely new area. That switch is just there to get you back across if you need it. And we're in here, we've got a bonfire, and we also have a statue of Lord Gwyn, who is the big god, essentially. And an important item there, the Ring of the Sun's Firstborn, that gives us quite a bit of exposition. Boosts miracle power. So Lord Gwyn's Firstborn, who inherited the sunlight, once wore this ancient ring. Boosts the strength of miracles. Lord Gwyn's Firstborn was a god of war, but his foolishness led to a loss of the annals and rescinding of his deific status. Today, even his name is not known. So he lost the annals of history. He lost all of their kind of history of everything that has ever happened and everything that has ever been. And in doing that... right, hang on, we're going to rest here. And we can level up again, actually. So I am going to start leveling my dex up so I can use the Black Knight sword. In doing that, he was expelled. He was stripped of his godhood. And now nobody even remembers his name anymore. Now we need to push this around twice, because we do want to go back up to the top. I mean, he was pretty... He shouldn't have lost the annals, you know, he was fairly clumsy. So back up to the top bit. You can see there's a chest over there already, so we know that there's... Ah, crap, these guys respawn. Oh, God, I forget that. This is going to be really annoying. I should have done this before resting. They are weak, but yeah, they respawn. But at least he's going to come down here to me. Riverdale? I've never seen Riverdale. I've got no idea what it's about or what. There's another one there. Sneaky, sneaky. So we can get down here, but there isn't really much use for being down here. You can't really go anywhere from this point. Somebody lose something important in Riverdale and get punished for it. What we can do, though, is go on to her plinth. Ooh, I nearly botched that big time. And the structure on this side is identical to the structure on the other side. So if you've gone over the other side and had a little bit of a look, you know that coming up here is going to lead you to this chest. And it's just a divine blessing. It's not even anything worthwhile. But it's nice to explore. Rivendell. What? This place reminds you of Rivendell? Right, back up, and now we proceed through Anor Londo. Or now we attempt to proceed through Anor Londo. So, you can already see some of those nasty kind of Batwing demons over there. And we've got some guys who are going to be a problem further up as well. 2 sets of stairs. Or, well, 3 sets, I suppose, but 2 different sizes of stairs. Almost as though people with different sized legs might need them. And, you know, that kind of becomes obvious. So, trigger this guy. You definitely don't want to fight them both at once. He's kind of at a... I was just about to say he's kind of at a disadvantage here because his sweeps are going to go over our head. But apparently not. Come on. I'm not messing around. Oh, for goodness sake, he went straight through all my poise. Come on. I don't want to get too close to him because I don't want to trigger the other one. I'm going to have to pull off one of the most badass moves that is 100% required in a Dark Souls playthrough in a few minutes. And it's really, really annoying to have to do. And if you don't do it, you have to come all the way back and you have to go through this bit again. Although you don't have to fight these guys, but I'm doing so because it's interesting to do so in exploration and kind of, you know, showing what is in this area. Right, good. You going to drop anything fun for us for making us go through all that trouble? No. So, here's a big door. Obviously, this seems like the place to be. But we can't get through it. Some interesting carvings on it. People kind of worshipping. There's this bit here as well, which we can't open from there. So obviously we're going to be there at some point. This is where we want to be. And this is one of the most irritating areas in Dark Souls. So... this is an area that feels like it might be a thing, but it's not, so don't ever get sucked into going down there. This is not a real door. We don't use that. So the only way for us to go is down here. Now these guys are quite an irritant because they're very jumpy. And they will run you on a merry chase. If you can get one of them on their own, that's good. Okay, this one's triggered. So he's going to come up. Only having 3 Estus is not good. We're not actually that far from another bonfire, but to get there, there's a lot of annoying and difficult things that we need to do. See, they're not that strong, but the backstep that they do is really annoying. They also take quite a lot of your poise as well. They take a lot of endurance. But they are quite stupid. So if you get it right, they will just jump straight back off the ledge. That little backstep they do can be really useful. You can see as well, even though I've got 100% block shield, he's still taking damage off me through my shield, which is really annoying. A Horror Mewtwo. Oh my god, they do look just like that. So... oh god, right, I need to be sensible here. Right, here comes the really irritating and horrible bit. We've got 2 of them here. Don't particularly want to fight them together. But if you can lead them up here, that's one of the reasons that they are quite difficult as well. That lightning attack. Yeah, we're in trouble. Got no Estus. Right, let's come all the way back up here. Don't know how far they will follow, but if I can use 1 humanity, that will heal us all the way up. That is potentially a bit of a waste. I don't think I can get my Pyromancy Flame. Oh, okay, that does quite a bit of damage to them. That's good. Right, that's one of them. This is... Oh, he's fallen and I've wasted a flame. Okay, yeah. See, despite the... I could have bow and arrowed them, but my bow and arrow's crap. It doesn't do a huge amount of damage. I thought there was an item here somewhere. Apparently not. Right, look. Enormous arrows. If we keep on the run, we'll be okay. But look at the size of those guys. So, we need to take them on. Specifically, we need to get past that guy. No. See, if they hit you once, you're pretty much as good as off the edge. You're done. We've only got 5 Estus, and I am not comfortable with that, so I'm going to kindle this bonfire. Because there's a chance that we are going to be using it quite often. And you can always farm more humanity. So... it's a bit of a... The first one always feels like a bit of a waste, because there's no need for me to be in human form at the minute. But you have to be in human form before you can kindle the bonfire. Fortunately, we can kind of just run through the a better looking bonfire. Yeah, they are pretty cool, and the more you kindle them, the bigger and cooler looking they get. Yeah, fortunately, like, I don't need to fight the big giant guys again. I'm just going to run through. I basically just fought them just to show, like, the door and stuff, and that we couldn't open it, like, without having to go through it, because... Oh, sorry, without having to, you know, have them attacking me while I was trying to show that. Which one is it? Is it that side? Yeah. I don't remember how many souls we had, actually. Whether it's worth trying to pick them up again. You can see here, see on the top left, you can see... Oh, look, they just popped in. Look, you can see there are items up there in places for us to collect. So... you can kind of tell what areas you're going to be expected to go to a bit later on. And that's one of the things it kind of makes you think, hang on a minute, like, what? How do I get this thing? Oh, my... I tried to roll through that, but I just timed it badly. I don't know if he comes through here. Apparently he does. So we kind of have to fight this guy. Oh, I thought he wasn't going to attack until he was closer than that. So I'm absolutely wasting Estus here. Oh, that... I missed him. Come on then, do an attack. Is he backing off back to his... Okay, no. Come on. Board now. What are you trying to do? I thought he was going back to his starting position. What makes me uncomfortable is that I thought these guys were like animated armors, but they make kind of squelchy noises when you hit them. So I think they actually might be alive. Come on. Oh, he can attack from there. Come on, round the ledge. There we go. Oh, they're so irritating. You've got to be patient with Dark Souls. I mean, you know that from Demon Souls. I can't believe you ended up completing it because I know that you're not a patient person. Ah, that bloody lightning attack. See, once you get past this point, it really isn't too bad, but these guys just suck. And obviously there's the Silver Knight to take care of as well. Yeah, there we go. See, you can't just get them to throw themselves off the edge. Ah, can't... Yeah, you get through... It, Leroy Jenkins, you know, it works often enough. Right, you two, come on. So, at least I've kind of figured out here that it's worth using these. Oh, good. See, it would be fine to sort of head forward and take him on if it weren't for the Silver Knights with their arrows, because they can just get you basically in one hit. And so I don't want to like run through and try and fight those guys and just get hit by one of these instead. Yeah, that's the stupid thing, isn't it? They literally carried me up to this point, and yet for some reason they won't fly when they fall. They're not the smartest enemies. Right, 11,000 souls, that was definitely worth retrieving. No! I pressed the wrong button. Excellent. Right. I really need to pop to the loot. So I'm going to be 2 seconds to go and do that, and also to punch myself in the head a few times for that stupid death. And then we'll have another go. Ryan, what are you doing that you thought I just disappeared into nothing? Okay. Let's have another go. Now, the problem is, when you get to that Silver Knight, you've basically, even if you make it to him, because he's stood on such a narrow ledge, you've got basically one chance to take him out. And if you don't manage it, he's going to kill you. And you need to run there all over again. This is what I would call it probably one of the most unfair parts of the game. There are some things that, like, I think people say, oh, this boss is not fair or whatever. And I don't agree. I think often it's people who are just like, oh, it's too difficult or whatever. But this bit, it feels intentionally unfair. It feels like they've kind of mocking you a bit. Oh my god, I didn't dodge properly again. I really don't want to be wasting Estus here. I think if you run through far enough, he does... Or if you run through quickly enough... There we go. So he's backed off now. He does de-aggro. I don't know how close we have to get for him to aggro again. So... It's just this bit is tedious. If you could just sort of run through, if there weren't so many of these things. And really, once you are past that Silver Knight, there isn't really much to have to do. In fact, I'm hoping we'll get past him relatively soon. Okay, I've got the measure of those guys now. You off to bed? I'm probably going to come off at about 10 o'clock anyway, so have a nice sleep. Or whatever it is you're going to be doing. Feels like I'm doing this more efficiently now. I just need to actually get to the night without, you know, any major issues, and it should be fine. Oh, that was weird. I've only triggered one of them. I actually don't want that because... Whoop. Come on. There we go. Oh, okay, well that wasn't good, but at least he's over here now. Come on. There we go. See, they are thick. And you. Come forward, please. Oh, for goodness sake. Come on, walk forward. It's so stupid. Right, full Estus we want. Okay. Right. No. You have to parry him. And as soon as I got the first parry wrong, the rest of them were not, like, they were just not going to be in time. We got there a lot quicker that time, though. You have to get the parry timing right. I think part of the problem was that his first attack was a backhand. If they do the kind of forehand swing, it's a lot easier to judge the timing on the parry. So we know now that just running straight past the giant guard will and running far away enough from him will make him uh-oh. How did I trigger both of them? That's so weird. I don't understand how I managed to do that. However, hopefully, running all the way through here will just cause them to de-aggro and run back to their starting spots. Yeah, which it has. Good. This is the thing about Dark Souls, is that there are bits that are hard, which is fine, but there are bits that are tedious, and they're the bits that I hate. And this bit is tedious. How did he get me with that? Oh my, come on. Right, there we go. Bloody clowning around. They do very, very rarely drop their spears as well. You're not likely to get one. Unfortunately, it's not one of the weapons that we need for the platinum. Their spears are pretty cool as well. They do look cool. They're not that good of a weapon actually, but they are kind of cool looking. Right, make sure to go far enough that time to trigger both of them. Ah! Right, he's gone. And then he should be gone as well. Yeah. It's just their AI pathing is really poor. They just can't seem to understand that they're not walking straight towards a ledge, essentially. Oh, Jesus. Right, here we go. Yes! And then kicking him should... Oh my god, it didn't. Please no. No, I'm dead. Oh my god, I got so lucky. Oh, thank god we did it. Right, Silver Knights don't respawn. There is the other one down there, but I am not going to go down there, obviously, because I'm not doing that again. Here we go. Couple of good parries and you're fine. It's just a pain to the judging to how to do it on that ledge. So irritating. Right, we are in Anor Londo proper. We've got some staircases. We've got all sorts of stuff going on. We've got a couple of doors. Because we are Westerners and we read from left to right, we are more likely to go to the left door first, which is what we instinctively hear. And we've got a bonfire and Best Boy Solaire. Hello.
Oh, there you are. You've been quiet these days. Smooth summoning out there. Anytime you see my brilliantly shining signature, do not hesitate to call upon me. You've left me with quite an impression. I would relish a chance to assist you.
I've summoned you literally every opportunity I've had.
You really are fond of chatting with me, aren't you? If I didn't know better, I'd think you had feelings for me. Oh no, dear me. Pretend you didn't hear that.
Oh, he's nice. Oh, I meant to speak to him again. You got anything else to say?
You really are fond.
No.
Oh no.
Okay. Right. Now, what do we need? 18 decks? So I'll level that one. What are we on? How many souls have we got? 6,000. We need another 6,000. We're going to do that. I'm going to use items to get to level up a little bit more with the souls because I want to see... Is this 4? 5. Wait, what did we need? 12. So I'm gonna level up Dex once more to use the Black Knight. Oh, for goodness sake. That's not enough, is it? Because I want to know what kind of damage we can do with the Black Knight sword. Dex. Now we should be able to use it. No, not the Great Sword. That one's too big. So Black Knight Sword, you can see we've got it over our shoulder. It's exactly the same. The move set is essentially the same. I believe it's got similar reach. It has a much slower but much more powerful R2. So you kind of have to get used to that. I don't know what the jumping R2 is. It's exactly the same. Okay. So let's compare. What damage are we doing with this? To what are we doing? 301. No. 296 versus. Where's the? Oh, I've gone past the claim. 296 compared to that 150 something. So yeah, so it is, we are doing a lot, sorry, 250 something. So we are doing better with this one. If we were to upgrade the Claymore, we would be doing better with that. But I think I'm probably going to stick with this for a little while. I might upgrade the Claymore all the way to like plus, get it to plus 15. And that will still be our main weapon. But for the time being, I'm going to use this. Let's just have a little look around. I'm not going to go much longer. But I can't remember entirely what's in these. Did I? Yeah, I did rest. Let's have a go with this guy. Oh. So we want this guy's spear, but he's not guaranteed to drop it. But the good thing about the Silver Knights is... Oh, no way. He was not likely to drop that. Okay, so that is one of the weapons that we need for the trophy. So good. Let's have a look at that, because that's a bloody good weapon. I've gotten really lucky with the night drops, haven't I? A rundown school. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. Silver Knight Spear. Need 22 dex to use it, so it's a good weapon, but spears are not that useful. Silver Knights of Anor Londo guard the city using this beautifully slender weapon. It can be wielded by both hands with the focus thrust, uses one's body weight, or in a sweeping motion. So yeah, they guard Anor Londo. We didn't actually have a look at the description on the Black Knight's gear. So, great sword of the Black Knights who wander Lordran, used to face chaos demons. So that's an important little bit of lore there, because the chaos demons were brought about by the Witch of Izalith, who was originally kind of good, but when the first flame faded out, she tried to make another one, and it went wrong, and she ended up accidentally creating demons. She brought them to life, so she was trying to do something good, but it went very wrong, and demons were born. And so Gwyn's knights were forced to be dispatched to try and kill the demons, and that's what they used to do. But now they just wander Lordran, basically beating people up. So yeah, so that was really good. I'm glad I went into that room. And there's a lot more going on around here. I think there might be some more Silver Knights hiding everywhere. Yeah, you can see there's one there. What's he got? Sword. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll fight this guy, see if we get really lucky and get his sword to drop. And then whatever happens with this, we'll then just go and... Oh, lovely parry. Good. Oh, and it killed him in one. So you can see how much better this Black Knight sword is than the... Oh, we didn't get lucky there. Than the Claymore. But I've got my parry eye in now. But yeah, we've got this staircase. We've got a few doors leading off there. They will lead to all kinds of different interesting places. But we will save it here. We'll sit down. We'll have a little rest with Solaire. And yeah, I think that's going to be where I leave it for today. Because I'm getting a bit of a headache, actually, to be honest. So I'm going to stop now. I'm going to go and have a big old drink of water or something. And yeah, get a good night's sleep and then enjoy the long weekend. So I hope it was an entertaining stream. We didn't get anywhere near as far as I'd hoped, because I did want to try and make our way through Anor Londo. The next time I play Dark Souls, we will be facing what people generally agree to be the most difficult boss in the game. It will be made a little bit easier because I'm going to summon Solaire for it, because I love Solaire and I like playing through feeling like, you know, Solaire's on the journey with us. So yeah, we are going to do that. That will be relatively near to the start of the next stream, I hope. So hopefully it won't take us too long to get through it. And we actually have a decision to make about how we kill that boss, because how we kill them will determine one of the weapons that we will get for the trophy. So the next time we play through, because we'll need to do a New Game Plus, the next time we beat them in New Game Plus, we'll have to kill them in the other way, without giving too much away for anyone who doesn't know who it is. So yeah, we have a bit of a decision to make, but we'll probably make that on the fly as we're in the fight. So yeah, we'll do that at probably, hopefully, early on in the next time I stream Dark Souls anyway. And then we've got some decisions to make, because once we do that, we can fast travel, so we can go to other places, make some decisions on like the game kind of opens up and we get a lot of options. Like, until now, it's basically been a straight route as this is where you need to go. Once we've done that, it's like, hey, there's loads of different places you can go, and you can do them in whatever order you like. So we'll do that, and then maybe I've got an idea of what I think we'll do, but we'll see how it goes. Probably Saturday, I'm going to do hopefully a longer stream than usual, and I'm going to try and get through as much of Fallen Order as possible, because as I said before, I do want to try and get through that before the new one comes out, because that comes out on the 28th, and I'm going to be getting that, so I'd like to play through Fallen Order with it fresh in my mind before then. I am personally going to try and get the Platinum Trophy for that as well, but I don't know if I'll do that on stream, because there are some bits that are a little bit just sort of running around looking for stuff, and I don't know where it all is, so I might not do that on stream. I might just play through the story and just do the story. So yeah, that'll be Saturday. I'm not sure what time, but I'll put it. The stream will kind of go up, and there'll be an alert for it. So yeah, it'll probably be through the afternoon, and then I'll finish off at some point so that like it doesn't go as late as this one. But I'm thinking maybe like 4 or 5 hours or something like that. So yeah, if you're able to tune in, I'll see you then. And yeah, goodbye from Solaire and from our character, who I can't remember what they're called. Roby-Doe, we called them Roby-Doe. And goodbye from me. And I will see you next time, maybe Saturday, maybe whenever Dark Souls next is, whenever you tune in. So,